Perfect balls. We're going to set perfect. Wow. All right. Oopsie daisies. Okay. Now we're good. All right. Now that this is great. All right. Good morning, YouTube. Another day, another dime. I am grateful for being alive. But it's time to post some judgment for the next names. All right, Kelly. What did I put my? Oh, here it is. Okay, cool, boss. Weird. All right. First name under divine judgment. Divine judgment. Today is a day that I will deliver God's judgments clearly, because that's just who I am. I'm only here to do a few things. Help him wake his people up. Help him deliver the judgments. Help him deliver the truth and the messages. So, the first one that just popped up on my head automatically because she ain't my real fucking mother. Fucking piece of shit ass liar old bitch. Nancy. Nancy, you have taken my inheritance, hid it, framed me, lied, and set me up. So, you withhold my money, and you lied. Your judgment is Nancy loses money, support, home, and for you, mother dearest, jail. This judgment will take place in 1 or 2 weeks. For Nancy. This is for my family and for the people I knew. James, for pitching in, you lose health, money, support, home, and you, in God's eyes, will either face death or jail. It's your judgment, and this will happen within 1 week for you. Olivia. Olivia loses in her judgment, she will lose her kids. She will lose money. Home. And she faces either prison or jail. And you will come in 1 week, my dear sister. Oh, God's planning for you. This is his plans. And this is what I want y'all to be ready for. I heard you were scared, but I can sum it up. Every judgment you decide to place upon me will be placed upon you 10 times fold. Alonzo, he loses home, money, kids, and faces jail or prison. That's your judgment, Alonzo. That'll happen within 2 weeks. God's giving you a chance, bro. That's what it seems like. Ashley, you little white bitch, you lose car, man, you will not have a relationship. Job, money, and you'll face jail time within a week. For you, Molly and her husband, +1, which is her husband, will lose job, money, kids, you will be charged, and you will face jail. You guys have 3 weeks. Kelly, you will lose job, money, jail time for you, home, family, and car. This will happen within 1 week for Kelly. John will lose job, money, car, home. He's either facing life or death. This is all in God's hands, not mine. I'm just writing down the judgments. Val loses money, car, job, faces jail or prison. Delana loses kids, power, money. She doesn't get help. And she's homeless, but also faces jail or prison. Either or, just sending what God wants. Loses job, money, support, car. And so far for each of you, the money has been your first hint. So first the money, now God moves on to the job. For most of you. And now you're about to lose more than what you talk. Tavon loses degree in school, money, job, and car. And Tavon goes to mental health. AJ loses job, parent, goes to mental home. Molly loses home, money, goes to jail or prison. Either or. It's kind of fun. I'm going to finish this blunt, because I will not roll another yet. For the corrupted feds that they hired, you will get caught within a week for corrupt feds loses job, faces prison, and has a taste of their own medicine. All right, so these are the names I'm delivering judgment so far for. And let me tell you one thing. Y'all can be mad at me, you can hate me. But I'm mad at you more. Yeah? Now, come to think about it. Cheers. All right. I'm going to roll up. All right. So, before I deliver these judgments, I just want to make it known to my haters. You were so much worried about what this is going to be happening, and it was written for you. Face it, dudes and dudettes. You have no control, no power. And just because you do what you do to me, it will not make me give up. As you can see, I've never backed down. Excuse me. So, you either give me back what's mine, and if you keep planning to attack me, well, you're just going to have to face heaven's charges. For example, this is your judgment. Nancy, you lose money, you lose support, home, and you either face jail within 1 or 2 weeks. For you. James, you lose your health, money, support, home, and it's either death or jail for you within 1 week. Oh, Olivia loses kids, loses money, loses home, either faces prison and jail in 1 week. Your time's almost up, dudettes and dudes. And Alonzo loses home, money, jail, prison, and health. Trying to stop me from my new love life, bitch. Don't be mad because I don't want you anymore. Deal with it. What you did was not forgettable, but forgivable. Ashley loses car, man, job, money, and jail in 1 week. Hope you guys are ready because I feel it. I feel like it's going to happen again. This is why it hit me. I got to deliver these judgments. God letting you guys know, if you don't fucking stop, this is what you're facing soon. Get it? Molly loses job, money, kids, charged with jail in 3 weeks. Kelly loses job, money, jail. She'll go to jail. Home and family and car in 1 week. John, job, money, car, home, life or death or jail. It's depending on God. You guys are in a judgment and test. Remember, I am your test. It's not for you to pass it. And your test is how you treat me. And the way you're treating me, well, doesn't look good on your behalf. Val loses money, car, job, faces jail or prison. Dun dun dun. Delana loses kids, power, money, and she does not get help or support. She becomes homeless and either faces jail or prison. Felicia loses job, money, support, and car, and either faces jail or prison. The three sisters. Tavon loses degree in school, money, job, and car, and sees a mental health doctor. AJ loses job, parent, goes to mental health home. That means, yeah, Alonzo, your son will be taken away from you. Molly, there's another judgment for you on that list, being that you're the most. You lose home, money, and goes to prison and jail. Seems like 3 weeks. So Molly loses difference. Job, money, kids, charged. You're charged with something. And loses home and money. Then goes to jail or prison. It's written on both, actually. God's deciding your fate, honey. Kelly, job, money, jail, home, family, and car in 1 week. And John, money, car, yeah. John, you were there. Molly. And 4, the corrupted feds, loses jobs, goes to prison, and has a taste of their own medication within, guess that wasn't there yet. Looks like they'll be the last to go down. Anywho, those judgments are placed upon other people, and this is what you get. Honestly, I don't feel bad for you. You guys have no right for what you did. And yes, your privacies are violated, BTW. Yourselves. So don't feel bad. Because the way you hacked me is the way you're hacked. See, when you do things to other people, it's been done to you too when you least expect it. But since you do not believe these judgments, you're going to have to wait for them to pop up. Remember, a few are in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, or 1 week. I hope you guys are ready. Because your life from here, it determines whether you want to live or not. It's like, it is not your place to be playing God. And since you adore playing God so much, I'm going to make sure you lose that part too. Because nobody will ever be God. Not even me. And when you play my king, you're bound to get taken down. Especially after I don't want to be with people who cursed. God can forgive, I can forgive, but the man doesn't show you mercy. I show you mercy. That's about it. But doesn't mean I got to come back to you. Your cars that you watch me with, they are being written down these days, just so you know. Okay? So don't think you're not being tracked. For my landlords, Erica and her husband, you'll be losing your job within a week or 2. And you'll be losing your home and your loved ones and your money. And you'll be facing jail or prison. Oh, yeah. So that was in my head too. It just popped up out of nowhere like it had to be delivered. No. Yep, I'm just a messenger. And I'm not a hater. Because I love myself. and my life and God. I will do anything for that king after he's been told me he's been misunderstood too. That's where I come in, for my son and for God. And my covenant is stronger than yours. Because my covenant's taking you down. Pieces by pieces, you will fall. Every day. Non-stop until you give the fuck up. You think this is a contest. Honey, I'm not in no contest. I don't give a shit about that kitty ass game you're playing. I'm just here to do my job by God's law. With the rest of the chosens. Because you guys were not qualified or fit, being that you abused your power. And you were impatient with God, so you decided to turn against him. And you lied to his face and you used him. So now, I'll make sure God gets every blessing back that he gave you. And I'll get my blessing back that it was supposed to be meant for me, from you. And you will be in poverty and suffering yourself. You will see how it feels. Because you don't want to be that, do you? Well, should have never did what you did. Now you must reap what you sow. BTW, I like adding my seasoning, hot grava. Yeah? Now, that Drake has got me energetic. Jesus. We're going to take this nice pan of weed and we're just going to toss it. Then we got this nice paper with a nice filter. I always like the filter because I feel like it prevents from the grava being in my mouth. That's worse. That's worse than greens, man. I don't know how people do it. But I can't. Yeah, I woke up around this morning around like 4 or 5. It's sometimes hard to sleep because I miss my son. Not because they can affect me with their love, drug, death, sick spell. Because they can't no more. They've lost their power and they still think they got it. It's good to believe that you got something you don't got anymore. It's good to believe that you'll be losing. Anytime, any soon. And you never know. You guys may not be taken down within a week or 2 or 3. It might be today. It might be tomorrow. That's also one more thing God wanted me to let you know. Because he's getting sick and tired of your bullshit. So he's ready just to make sure you are done permanently. And I pray you're done permanently. To the point where I pray you lose everything you wanted me to lose. I just don't wish death on you. I can forgive y'all. But I can never forget what you've done. Oh, and my care manager. Jennifer thinks that she's not a part of this. Honey, you cannot blame me. You guys are so wound up on how I know these things. Well, did it ever come to think that I saw all your faces in my dreams? That's how I know. You suck. What, Jennifer? Did you come off the streets just to sign and become a new care manager? Because honestly, you needed to keep track. Nah, I'm going to keep you close, love, so I can watch you fall. Because every time I look at you, I see a lie. And when something popped up on my phone, I saw how her face looked. She didn't look happy about it. It's good also to know when the masks, they're exposed by those who try to take you down. People, do you want to pretend like I don't know? Then how do I know when your judgments are upon you? I heard deep down inside you're starting to fear my gifts. Don't fear me. Fear God. I'm just his helper. And his messenger. And his deliverer. I ain't perfect. I wasn't chosen because I was perfect. I was chosen because I had high hopes. Again. And I'm not going to some damn mentally ill appointment, being that you paid off doctors. Yeah, you can do something with your life. You're mentally ill. And being that you refuse to give back what's mine, I will play you at your game. But I'm not telling you the board. So now, Nancy, you're being posted on YouTube. You have my inheritance, bitch. Give it back. You, Alonzo, and my sister and my dad. You're all the ones who have my inheritance. Oh, and Delana? Yeah. So many of you guys owe me, and my cousins. Otherwise, I don't owe you jack diddly squat. I mean, since you like to use me, right? Don't worry. I also made a nice clear thing these days for your judgments and how I also want them to turn out in my flavor. You will not have the right to get away with what you've done. You can run, but you can't hide. There's a reason why you're trapped. And God's got you trapped, not me. You don't know what your trap is because you're too deaf to understand, but cool balls. Keep playing those little kid games, thinking you're not seen. Because you are. And as much as you guys sit here and stalk me and watch me, I sit here and watch you too. Every day. Only sometimes I like to take a little rest. You know? I take a nap in the day. So when I would have this audacity to wake up, I could see you first thing in the freaking morning. I have to get one more thing. So yeah, suckers, deal with what's coming and stop acting like little wussies. Yeah? Ugh, thought you guys were big shots, man. Thought you guys can handle the hell. Apparently you can't handle hell because that's why you lean your shit on somebody else. Correct. Alright, so now, oh God, it's gotta be cold all the time. But I need those windows open. And I'm gonna put this on. Oh yeah. This God has upgraded my ass. Look at this. This is what happens when you put your trust in God. Big blessings. Blessed. It goes with that. I mean, look at this shit. I like it, dude. It's a nice sweater. I mean, being that, I'm unfortunately golden, bruh. If I got God, I don't gotta worry about nothing. Yes. Ooh, this feels great. Yeah. Ooh, perfect bowls. But that guy gave me new boots, but I wrote his name on one of them. I have a different style I like to go with these days, being that my copycats like to copy me. But they won't be copying off my swag for too long. I didn't ask to be upgraded because I stay regular, but thanks to y'all. It's time to play. And I like to play. So, I'm going to tell a nice little story. I can't remember. Remember when it was one of my parents or my family relatives that came to one of my events in BDC or wherever I was a long time ago when I did that lap of what is it? 100 millimeter run and 50 millimeter run. Remember when I beat you guys in those races and I became first place twice? Well, think about what I'm coming in first place now. Every time. This is like a runaround in circles with y'all. It is. And YouTube, I have to explain this very wisely. I will make the second video in a minute. First, let me end this one. This was page 1 of my video.